Hello, this guide is going to teach you how to use JSTOR to do research at Columbia College. So we're going to start at the Columbia College Library home page so we can navigate to the JSTOR database. There are two ways you can get there. If you go down to this banner right here, you can click Databases. If we go over to J, we'll be able to scroll down and JSTOR is right there. We can click the link. But if we're doing research for a particular subject area or class, we can go to Research Guides and see if JSTOR might be an appropriate research by clicking on the subject. So if we click Art and Art History, we notice that JSTOR is included in the research guide for that. So we can click the link there. It will route us through our proxy server and land us at JSTOR. Once we're in, you can have the option to just do a basic keyword search. So if we're looking, for example, for something about Edward Hopper, the painter, I can pop that in, and we're going to have results come up. You notice we'll receive image results and text results. You can filter that by along the side. So for example, if we just want images, I can select images, and then we can pull up the famous Nighthawks, and we have an image entry for that. But if we are looking for journal articles, we're maybe doing some academic research, I can filter by journals, and now we've got various journal articles here. I can also filter by date if we want something newer. Some of this stuff is popping up. This is from 1962. Maybe we think that's a little too old. I can filter for the last 20 years or so. If I leave the end date blank, it'll just go to today. So now we only have results from after 2000. One very important thing right at the bottom here is access type. You'll notice that it's content I can access or all content. Right now we've selected it's the default content I can access. JSTOR is a very large database, and not all of the information on it is accessible through Columbia. If I click all content, we'll see that a lot of these download PDF links on the side are now blank because we don't have access to the full text. So if you are wanting to be able to get the full text right away, keep it on content I can access. If we click on a particular article, let's pick this first one about the painting groundswell, we will be directed to the entry for that. You can navigate by clicking through, and of course you could download the PDF if you'd rather have it on your computer there. Alongside, we have information about the piece. The stable URL is the best way to get back to this particular entry, so you can always copy that. You also have the option to cite in MLA, APA, or Chicago style. You can copy that, save yourself a little bit of time doing all that formatting. The other thing is if you click on thumbnail, this is really useful, especially if it's a long article. We have the title page here, but we can click through and see what's available, hopping a few pages down. Now we got here by doing a basic search, but let's see what happens if we do an advanced search. Maybe we want to go back and find that article again if we didn't copy the stable URL. And we can search now by author, title, abstract, caption. We'll go all fields, and we're looking for stuff about Hopper again, so that's going to be our main search. Oops, if I can spell. But then if I'm looking for that particular article, I might type in the name of the author, Nemerov, and we could find that article again. Or if we're looking for some more scholarly conversation about the painting groundswell, we might click that, and I've put that in quotations so that we're not just going to be searching for the words ground and swell. We do want them together. Again, we can filter for content I can access. We can narrow it down to articles if that's what we're looking for, or perhaps we want to look for books or something else. English language is always helpful if you are an English speaker. And again, we can filter for publication date if we want something a little more modern. And if we know the particular title of a journal or book, or a particular field, but I think we've got enough to be going on here. We can scroll all the way down to Submit Advanced Search. Now, we found the article we were looking for before. There it was, the groundswell hopper in 39. But we also have another journal article up about the same thing. This is maybe not as many results as we would hope for, but we can always click around, and this is going to give us something to be going on. We can always open those filters back up to find a little bit more. And if you ever have any questions about any of this, you can always go back at the Columbia Library. You can ask a librarian by message or email. That's always going to be at this top banner, whether you're in a page or on the home page right here. We're always happy to help. Thanks so much.